Good morning everyone, it's Friday morning. Drain fencing are coming to remove that gate and this post here on Monday in preparation for new gates on the same other end. Spade Oak have finished their work, and you can see as I've panned around that shop before this one, they've done all the gable walling and some edging. They've also done the platform edging all the way around, and they've laid some of this type 1 crushed stone I'm standing on to fill in the voids, and they'll be coming back in a week or two's time to do the tarmacking when all the gates and that have done. I'll walk up the other end of the platform and show you what they've done with the water tower. Done a nice job on that with the base for that and some other little bits. They've filled in the gabion boxes, but they've put a pipe in, as you can see there, and all they need to do is just cut away the top strands of the gabion box, and that's going to be where the posts sit for the fence that's going to sit astride this wall. After which they'll come and top it off with some nice slabs as well to give it a nice finished look once the fence posts are in. So we're waiting for joint fencing to come and do that before they can put the slabs on. They've also raised the height of this manhole and that other manhole over there. That's going to be the finished level of the tarmac, so this will all be filled in, this little trench and everything, with a nice new tarmac surface up to that level. And at this end you can see they've put the nice concrete top on the water tower base. They've had to build up at the back really because it's quite high, but they've got a nice pipe there for the water to come up through, and again they've infilled with stone on this end to raise the height so they don't have to put too much tarmac on. And we'll go around the corner in a minute and see where the contractors are getting on with the workshop and see how they're getting on since last week when they poured the concrete. I think they're doing shuttering and stuff, so there's a bit to film around there. As you can see, they've got the shuttering up on the sides ready for the wall to be poured, and they've got all the way round up to the far end, look, where they're still working. And I've gathered that the concrete's going to be poured Monday for the walls. That's the bottom of what's going to be the pit inside the building for standing in and maintaining workshops, maintaining the locos on the bogues and undersides. So that's the base done, and they've got the reinforcing all around it. Again, they'll shutter in, and I think they'll be pouring that as well on Monday. But that's starting to take shape now as well. So this is looking at our yard area now, where our permanent waste stores were, sleepers and things like that. Looking a bit of a mess at the moment. That pile of earth in the distance is getting taken away by a grab lorry. They've spread some other earth out in front, but they had to put the inceptor soakaway and the soakaway that's going to be dug behind it in that red box down there. It's quite deep. I'll go and show you that in a minute. But that's for all the rainwater runoff and things out of the off the shed building to run in a pipe, which is sort of going to go underneath my feet and underneath the digger up there into the site, and that'll get rid of all the water off the roof. So down there, that's the interceptor tank, and that's actually, can't quite tell from the pictures, but that's actually quite deep. That's about 10-15 feet down from ground level, and the actual tank's a bit lower in there, so they've put some concrete around it. And they put that in the last couple of days, but that'll all get backfilled with earth out of the soakaway hole that's going to go just the other side of it there, and I think they'll be digging that, starting to do that later today or next week. Hello everyone, it's Monday morning. We've been busy over the weekend ourselves as a railway. You can see we've dug a trench and backfilled all the way along down between the two buildings here to lay services and cables, water, or ducts of cables. I'll wander up there the other end there in a minute. Despite the snow, we did alright, so we dug all that out down the side of the shed and refilled up to where you can see in the distance there it's uncovered. And we need to make a electric joint there, and then we can carry on next week and hopefully get it across the track towards the building site where they're building the workshop. So that's what we did Sunday. They also round on the building site pumping more concrete in for the walls, so we'll go around there and have a look as well. So this is as far as we got yesterday. Like I said, you can just see the black power cable to the left there on top of the pipe. That's where we need to make a joint to continue the cable onwards, and then we'll lay all three of those, water, electric and the other duct for putting anything else through, up to where we've dug out at the end there, and then it will go make a left-hand turn and go across the track into the site for the new building. There's also going to be a couple of manholes, one just a bit closer, before that drain pipe on the right hand wall, and another one further across just to allow us to get services into other buildings. Good morning everyone, it's Tuesday morning. We finished quite late last night, so unfortunately I didn't get any more footage from yesterday other than those few clips you just saw previous. We had a digger on hire ourselves to clear this loading area of all the rubbish and spoil from the other side, from Woody Bay Works. Grab lorry came and took most of it, the last bit went in the skip you can see there. We also used that machine to move the points down from the platform road, which you can just, if I zoom in, see in the distance there in front of the containers. They were on the platform road next to it, on the right hand side, which would block trains for running in a couple of weeks time. So we did that. Also loaded some ballast and left this flat wagon here in front of us, ready for delivery to be loaded on there on Wednesday. and then the digger got taken away about 4:30 yesterday afternoon. So that's what we were doing yesterday, and that's what you've just seen in the clips before this. So the ballast we loaded yesterday, we brought round and dropped in the platform, because we did some platform raising height, track raising works on Sunday, and we're just finishing off today. So you can see Chris working there in the foreground. Got some jacks in to get the track level and put some ballast in there, ready for running an Easter weekend. So that was another job we did with the digger while we had it there, to load the ballast in the wagons. We also bought this point back with us on a wagon and the 2 pallet loads of screws and stuff. We'll leave that there, and that'll be taken off the wagon on Sunday and just left on the track there. That's the point that's going to be turned round. You have to face the other way for the track into the back of the shed when the works are finished behind the fence there. So that'll be on the track for a little while until we're ready to start track work when the building's finished. And also here today are Drayton Fencing, and they putting in putting the gates in to start with. Nice blue gates and fencing that they'll be doing, but just gates today, and they'll be coming back to do the main running fencing at a later date, hopefully before we start running again. But so yeah, they're here, got all the posts and the gates there ready to do both ends of the platform. And here we are back round at the workshop area where the building's continuing taking place after they've poured the concrete yesterday. They're taking the shuttering off today. It's still a bit green, but it's hard enough to take the shuttering off. So a nice concrete wall all the way around. Quite good actually, even though you just poured it yesterday. So top of the reinforcing bar sticking out the top, and that's what they're going to attach the final slab onto. And I think when they take the shuttering off, they'll start to lay out all this type 1 that's in the piles here around the area, and compact it down to fill up before they can put the slab on top. Good morning everyone, it's Thursday morning. We're over at Willow Lawn Station. As you can see, Drayton have been over yesterday to start putting the back fencing on the platform. Nice blue fencing, same as the gates the other side. They were doing that most of yesterday, and they've just arrived this morning to finishing it off. I'll pan around and just show you that that's where they've got to, and there they are, going right to the end. And on both ends they've got to put a little return on the end of the platform and up the side, just to finish the platform off at the ends. Back over at Woody Bay now, you can see what they're going to be doing. This spade I got back here today, 2 tarmacking. This is the unfinished surface ready for tarmacking, and they're working behind me at the moment, laying the first layer of tarmac. So I'll go and turn around and get a few shots of that as well. So it's now around about 10:30. The first lorry load of tarmac's been delivered, and they've been busy belaying that. So what I'll do is I'll walk through the whole length of the platform now, while they're waiting for the second lorry to come in, which ironically is coming from all the way from Greenwich, but it's on its way. Left at about 8:20, but So we're waiting for the second lorry to come in with the top level tarmac now. They've laid the bottom layer, not particularly on this bit that's right in front of the camera. That's just didn't need in there. It's just going to be a top level straight onto that stone that's been rolled down. So I'll walk through the whole platform and show you what they've done so far. So enjoy. This is just by the top gate here. There's the new gate just there that's open. That's where they've gone from stone to bottom layer tarmac, which is a slightly larger diameter stone. I'll just go through the gateway. And they've also done the bottom layer on the outside to tidy up where there was all scratch marks and bits of broken tarmac outside of our fence line, and that'll be topped off as well. Back inside and carry along. About halfway along the platform now. All on bottom layer tarmac. They've gone round the corner here to the office entrance, and they're going to go right up to the back of the fence there with the top level tarmac, but that's good enough for just going straight on. Almost up to the top of the manholes there. There's the other end of the platform. They used the last bit of bottom level tarmac to go on the stone that was there, and they've also down the ramp there to the other gateway. Since I was here a couple of days ago also, one of our lads has been in between the two buildings where we're digging the trench that I filmed in the last few clips from the couple of days ago from the weekend. He's rebuilt and set the manhole top, rebuilt some brickwork that came loose, and that's just a drainage manhole in there, quite a deep one. So he's done that, and also at the weekend we'll be backfilling this piece, and there's the water pipe that's connected in to the rest of the system that runs down the rest of the shed, and we'll eventually go to the new workshop for the water supply. Also done yesterday, hope you can hear me over the wacko around the corner, the cable joint which connects the current power cable to the new length that's going to go in the bottom of that trench around the corner to supply the power to the workshop. That cable joint was done yesterday, and that's needed 24 hours to cure, so that'll be put back in the trench Sunday and covered over as well when we get to it. So we're back round at the workshop site now. They've put some of the drainage in, and they've filled up all the, well, they're in the process of filling up all the area in the middle with type 1. So they're getting on with that now, and they've got compacted down in layers. So there it is, all done. The top surface has been put on, all looking lovely. I'll do the same walkthrough as I did a little while ago. They've finished now, so it's 2 o'clock. Which is about a couple of hours after I did the last walkthrough, and as you can see, all the tarmac's nicely freshly laid all the way round. They've been through the gateway and did the outside, which I've just locked. I'll lean over the wall and show you what they did outside. Which is down there outside, so that's all nicely done now, and hopefully that should alleviate the water problem. From the water runs off the woods through the gates there and used to collect down by the wooden fence down the bottom there and make a muddy sort of puddle, but hopefully they've reformed the tarmac and regraded it so it'll run past that. So we carry on down the platform, and they've done up to the manholes there, you see, and they've done nicely inside where our ticket office entrance door is, and then right round to the far end of the platform. Nice ramp down outside the gateway there. and finish off finally right at the very end. And I hope you'll all agree it looks splendid indeed. It does. Hello again everyone, it's Monday morning after the weekend's work. Spade over back, they've got the tactile paving slabs down. They're not set round here, they've just laid them. They're further around the corner working, and they're sticking them down with some very sticky resin type bonding agents, so we'll go look and see how far they've got. Also, while we're here on Sunday, which was yesterday, we connected up the water to run down between the two buildings where we had the trench, and we've backfilled the trench and taken the level down a bit so we can add slabs, so we can make a proper slab pathway between the two sheds, and whacked it all down. There's a bit at the end there, you can see a bit of pile of rubble. That's where we've left it open to make the turn and dig across the track into the site. But yeah, this took most of yesterday to get all this sorted and backfilled, so that's all nicely done now as well. And now back round at the workshop area, you can see down this left hand side they're putting some more reinforcing for this side of the slab. That string line is where the edge of it's going to be, and they're busy putting more shuttering around the outside up to finished slab level, which they'll concrete I think later this week or early next week. All inside in the middle here is going to be mesh, which they've just started laying where they're working up the other end, so it's all coming along, and hopefully by possibly end of this week the slab will be poured and be setting, and that will be what the building goes on. So progress is happening.